fight for $15 continues today with a nationwide effort to raise the minimum wage here in the U.S.
And rallies are being held in most major cities. In Boston, airport workers held signs calling for wage increases. Meanwhile, 26 people in New York were arrested for blocking traffic during their demonstration. Fast food and O'Hare Airport workers also walked off the job today in Chicago.
And here in San Diego, it's been a similar sight. Carlos Correa is live downtown where people have been participating in several local rallies. Carlos.
And good afternoon to you. Big crowd expected here in less than an hour. Fast food workers, along with employees in other fields, are joining state leaders, working together and fighting for the minimum wage to go up to $15 an hour. There are more police officers at the San Diego International Airport than usual, as protesters chant for change.
Like everybody else, we have to live. Right now, we can't do that.
Elton Pendleton has worked at the airport for close to 4 years. He says he is barely making ends meet because of his low salary.
A lot of us are still on assistance from the state, and that's deplorable. We need to be brought up to the time so we can feed our families and afford to live.
Many workers in San Diego are joining the national fight to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. It's a battle that started back in 2012 when fast food workers across the nation walked off the job, demanding more pay and the right to form a union.
The cost of food and water and all that, that's something you can control. The cost of how much your labor is and how much your rent is, those are things that are very hard to control. And that's why we're trying to get attention on the subject.
Some economists say raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour is a bad idea. Paying employees more, they say, could end up costing jobs and business.
It reduces the profits for the companies, and then they find other ways to operate or they close down.
Earlier this year, California passed a bill to gradually boost the state's minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2022. It's a plan that passed both the Assembly and Senate.
I just hope that people will come to their senses, and instead of helping the poor in this way, it's true that you can't really live well with the salary of $10 an hour, but there are other ways to help.
Now, police in other major cities like New York and Detroit have arrested protesters, over 60, because rallies there reportedly got out of hand. Here in San Diego, things have been peaceful, no arrest. Again, tonight's rally for the minimum wage starts at 5 p.m. here at the federal building. Reporting live downtown, Carlos Correa, CW6 News.
Thanks, Carlos.